Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is USWATURROHMAH. My student number is 3202400021 from class A. This video is my individual final project for the tourism lecture by Mr. Fitri Kurniawan, MET. The title of my project is Crisis Communication and Destination Trust, Labuan Bajo Boat Tragedy, and the Bali Quiet Session versus Yogyakarta Shift and 2025. In this video, I will analyze two tourism cases in Indonesia and explain their causes, impact, weakness, and possible solution. Case first, summary Labuan Bajo boat tragedy. The first case happened in Labuan Bajo, East Nusa Tenggara, according to a report from KBRN and Antara, a tragic tourist boat accident near Padar Island on December 2025. The accident caused the death of Fernando Martin Carreras, a coach of Valencia CF Women's team, along with three of these children. The tourist boat KM Putri Sakinah was hit by high wave and through sea condition while traveling from Kalong Island to Padar Island. There were 11 people on board, including Spanish tourists, crew member, and a tour guide. Some passengers survived, including Martin's wife and daughter, but others were reported missing. A joint search and rescue team was deployed to search for the victim. However, the operation faced many challenges due to heavy rain, strong current, and high wave. This tragedy received international attention. Real Madrid officially expressed condolences, showing how the incident affected the global public image of Indonesian tourism. Overall, in this case, highlights serious concern about marine tourism safety, especially regarding weather risk management, safety procedure, and supervision of tourist boats. The second case to summary Bali Quiet versus domestic tourist shift to Yogyakarta. According to a report from Metro TV News, there was public discussion on social media claiming that Bali was quiet ahead of the Christmas and New Year holidays. However, the Minister of Tourism, Widianti Putriwardana, clarified that Bali was not empty. The number of international tourists continue to increase, reaching around 6.8 million visitors with a target of 7 million. The decrease mainly happened among domestic tourists. One possible reason was negative information on social media, especially about bad weather conditions in Bali. As a result, many domestic tourists shifted their travel plans to Yogyakarta, which experienced a significant increase in visitors. Yogyakarta became a popular alternative destination because it is located on Java Island, easier to access, and suitable for short holiday during the rainy season. In conclusion, this case showed that the issue was not a real tourism decline in Bali, but rather a change in domestic tourist behavior and destination choice. Okay, next, root cause analysis. The first, Labuan Bajo boat tragedy. First, environmental and weather-related factors. Labuan Bajo is located in an open sea area where weather conditions can change rapidly. High waves, strong currents, and limited visibility are common risks. The main problem is not nature itself, but their failure to translate weather risks into operational discussions such as trip cancellation or route adjustment. Second, safety management and SOP implementation. Although safety procedures exist on paper, their implementation is often inconsistent. This includes limited safety briefings, inadequate emergency preparedness, and possible pressure to continue trips due to tourist schedule and economic motive. To show a gap between regulation and real practice. Third, supervision and regulatory enforcement. The tragedy also reflects weak oversight, safety in inspection tend to be administrative rather than operational. As a result, both may operate without real-time monitoring or strict consequence for non-compliance. The second, Bali quiet session versus domestic tourism to Yogyakarta. First, public perception shaped by social media, narrative about bad weather, overcrowding, and high prices spread quickly on social media. Even when official data shows stability, perception often matters more than fake for domestic tourism. The second, seasonality and travel behavior. During the rainy season and year-end holiday, domestic tourism prefer destinations that allow short, flexible trips to Jakarta fits this pattern better than Bali. Third, destination substitution dynamics. Yogyakarta acts as a functional substitute for Bali, cultural attraction, affordable price, and easy access. This indicates that domestic tourism is highly adaptive and price sensitive. And then the next, impact on Indonesian tourism. Short-term impact. The Labuan Bajo tragedy damaged trust in marine tourism safety. The Bali issue caused confusion and negative narrative, but does not reduce total tourism numbers. And then the long-term impact. If unmanaged, a repeat safety incident might harm Indonesian image as safe destination. However, good crisis handling and transparency can restore confidence. Then domestic versus international tourism. Domestic tourism react quickly to price, weather, and social media. International tourists are more sensitive to safety standard and professional management. To trust and safety dimension, the Labuan Bajo can highlight the fragility of trust in maritime tourism, where one accident can affect the image on an entire destination. And the next, what is lacking in Indonesian tourism? The first is weak safety culture, especially in marine tourism. Safety in Indonesian tourism is often treated as a requirement on paper, not as a daily operational culture. Many operators prioritize schedule and economic pressure over risk assessment. And then the second, poor preventive risk management. Risk management in tourism is most reactive. Authorities and operators tend to act after accidents happen instead of preventing them. The third, fragmented governance and coordination. There is a lack of coordination between tourism operator, port authorities, local governments, and emergency service. Each institution works with its own sector, resulting in slow response times and unclear responsibility during crisis. 4. Ineffective crisis communication. During crisis, official information is often slow, incomplete, or unclear. 5. Inconsistent service and safety standard across destinations. Tourism standards vary greatly between destinations. 6. Limited data transparency and public access to information. Tourists rarely have access to clear, real-time information about safety conditions, weather risks, or official tourism data. And then, actionable solution and responsibility stakeholders. The first is operator or industry level solution risks. The first solution, risk-based trip authorization. Before departure, every marine tourism trip must be approved based on weather risks, sea condition, and passenger capacity. Responsible both operator, captains, and tour management. Why this is important? This prevent trip from operating under unsafe condition and shifting responsibility to prevent professional not tourism. The two solution, mandatory safety certification and drills. All tourism operator must complete safety training and conduct regular emergency drills. Responsible tour operators, both operators and certified training institution. Why this is important? Well, trained crew can significantly reduce casualties during emergencies. 2. Destination or regional level. Solution: real-time monitoring and port clearing system. Tourism vessels should only depart after receiving real-time clearance based on weather and safety assessment. Responsible port owners, local government, and BMKK Meteorology Agency. Why this is important? This system strengthen preventive control and reduce human error. Solution 4. Integration emergency responses system. All tourism destinations must have a unfair emergency command system that coordinates SAR, port authorities, police, and local emergency responsible personas, local government, port authorities, and police. Why? Faster coordination leads to faster rescue and better crisis handling. Third, national level solution. National tourism safety audit and standardization. Implement periodic national audits for high-risk tourist sectors such as marine and adventure tourism. Responsible Minister of Tourism, Minister of Transportation, and national certification bodies. Why standardization safety improve international trust and destination credibility. Solution 6. Centralized crisis communication platform. Create one official national level platform for tourism crisis information. Principal Minister of Tourism, National Tourism Board, and government communication agencies. Why? This reduce misinformation, control public perception, and ensures transparency. And a conclusion. The two cases show that Indonesian tourism does not lack attraction of demand. What the needed is stronger safety, governance, better risk management, and clear communication. The Labuan Bajo tragedy highlighted the importance of safety preparedness, while the Bali Yogyakarta case show how public perception can shape tourist behavior. By improving coordinating across operation, destination, and national international, Indonesian tourism can become safer, more resilient, and more trustworthy. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.